Wow, friends, this could really change things. President Biden has made it clear that he wants to make changes to government programs. These changes could become law in 2024, leaving many beneficiaries with larger monthly benefits. But Republicans have pointed a few flaws in his plan. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways.
As we attempt to effectively review the impact of teleworking on the federal bureaucracies is what we're targeting here. It's like your sworn service to the citizenry of America. And as representatives, a large part of our work that the ladies and gentlemen, both sides of the aisle up here, are very dedicated to is constituent services. So when we're referencing failures within the bureaucracies, don't take this personally, but it's very personal to our constituents because it's their lives. And Mr. McNally, you're in the hottest of the hot seats right now because Social Security, our elders, is some of our most vulnerable, most alone. They generally shy away from, shall we say, cyber skills and online applications. These things it can be overwhelming to our elders. They're dealing with health issues and loneliness, and when their Social Security payments are interrupted or they have to go through what you would say was a reasonable, or this is our process and it's online and it's electronic and it's 21st century and it's modern, it's efficient, to them it's like a brick wall they can't get past. And this is where human contact is incredibly important. And I would suggest that to all of my fellow Americans that serve one of the alphabet bureaucracies of our nation, let me say that teleworking, although it certainly has its place, we got used to the virtual thing. Some of us never liked it, but we got good at it during COVID. And there's no doubt it has its place in our evolving society in the workforce. But as you shift towards teleworking, as we approach the quantum era, you're one step away from being replaced by AI. Because if there's no requirement for human-to-human contact, why do we need a human at home as we approach AI? Think about that, because we're discussing this in Congress.
Social Security is America's top retirement program. It's responsible for pulling more than 21 million Americans out of poverty each year. This is including 15.4 million adults age 65 and above. It's an indispensable source of income. However, this vital program has begun to show cracks in its foundation. To shore up Social Security for existing beneficiaries and future generations of Americans, lawmakers are going to need to act. And that all starts at the top with President Biden. Every year since Social Security retired worker payouts began in January 1940, the program's Board of Trustees has released a lengthy report detailing the program's current financial situation. The trustees' report shows the future financial health of Social Security, given a number of variables that include fiscal and monetary policy. Since 1985, the trustees have stated that America's top retirement program is not sufficiently funded to cover its long-term obligations. By long-term, the trustees mean the 75 years following the release of a report. As of the 2023 report, the trustees noted that Social Security's unfunded long-term obligation at $22.4 trillion. The flagship change offered by Biden would involve increasing the payroll tax liability of high-earning workers. Biden's plan would reintroduce the 12.4% payroll tax on earned income above $400,000 a year, while also creating a donut hole between the maximum taxable earnings cap. Since the maximum taxable earnings cap rises most years on par with the national average wage index, this donut hole would eventually close over time. So in other words, all wages and salary would be exposed to the payroll tax decades down the road. The next big change that President Biden has proposed is moving away from the CPIW in favor of the CPIE. The problem, as its full name shows, is the CPIW is an inflationary index focused on predominantly working-age Americans. Important expenses for older Americans, such as medical care and shelter, are not receiving adequate weighting in the CPIW. This has resulted in a 36% loss of purchasing power since January 2000. Amending Social Security laws requires 60 votes in the Senate. It's been 44 years since either party held a supermajority of 60 seats in the upper house of Congress. This means any legislation to alter Social Security would need some form of bipartisan support. A growing number of Americans are falling behind on their monthly credit card and car loan payments. It is a trend that may be a harbinger of economic troubles ahead. Findings published by Moody's Analytics indicates that household debt balances jumped to $17.30 trillion in a 3-month period from July to September, which is up 1.3% from the previous quarter. That also marks an increase of $3.1 trillion since the last quarter of 2019, before the crisis began. The report also noted consumers are left with a dilemma. They can curb their spending habits or plunge further into debt. The rate of non-residential consumer loan delinquencies will rise. Credit card balances grew substantially in the third quarter, surging 4.7% from earlier in the summer to about $1.08 trillion. Auto balances also increased, climbing 0.8% to $1.6 trillion. The report also suggests that there has been an uptick in borrowers who are struggling with credit card and auto loan payments. Delinquency rates rose for most loan categories during the third quarter. They are expected to continue climbing in coming months amid economic stress, tight lending standards, and possible consumer overreach. The dual increase in reliance on debt and delinquency rates is especially concerning because interest rates are astronomically high right now. The average credit card annual percentage rate, or APR, is hovering around 20.72%, and that is a record high. The previous record was 19% in July 1991. So, dear friends, how's the economy in your city or town? Please let me know in the comments section below. Well, my amazing and most awesome friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dear friends, the winners of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway is Gina Lane and Diana Saylor. Congratulations, my dearest friends. To claim your gift cards, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or, my dear friends, you could message me on my Facebook page. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.